Greetings, everyone, and welcome to a closer look here on the Multimedia Chronicles. This week, we're going to put on our underoos and check out some superhero action with Spider-Man, the 67 collection. Yeah, this is the complete 52-episode 1967 series of Spider-Man. But we're not going to stop there because, as you know, I like to compare stuff. So we're also going to take a look at the UK release of the complete 1967 series of Spider-Man, all 52 episodes. This was sent to me by Bringer of Funerals a number of years ago, longtime viewer and very generous fellow from the UK. Sent me a ton of the Marvel animated stuff that was only available in Region 2 land, and for that I will be eternally grateful. Just terrific stuff. And then in addition to that, I thought we'd, just for fun to kind of mix it up a little bit, we'd take a look at one of the ways in which we could, one of the original ways that were one of the only ways, wow, that's really awkwardly worded, that we could get the Spider-Man 60 series on video. We have the Heroes set, which is 3 volumes that were originally released on VHS many moons ago. And we have the Villains set, which has 3 more volumes that were released on VHS many moons ago. So we'll take a look at those. We'll take a look at these all today on a closer look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. All right, we got 4 massive sets to get through, so let's head on down to the black box and check them out. Okay, so we'll start off with the Region 2 set of Original Spider-Man, the complete collection. All 52 episodes, over 17 hours of action. Yeah, so it was pretty cool when I got this in the package there because I had actually missed out on the Region 1 release of the Spider-Man 67 series. So this was kind of the next best thing, basically, sent to me very generously. And yeah, so I mean, obviously the only issue here is it being an NTSC series originally. This is a PAL version, so you do have a bit of the 4% speed increase that is kind of a byproduct of PAL conversion, but whatever. I mean, it's all 52 episodes and in a nice complete series set. Lovely artwork on here. There was a whole bunch of Marvel shows that were only ever released on DVD in the UK, most of which have been sent to me by very generous viewers, specifically Bringer of Funerals and David Bunch of Numbers. Between the two of them, they were both like on a mission, man, to get me all the UK sets, and I will always be grateful to both of them for that. So if we take a look at the inside of the set here, so we've got the lyrics of the theme song, which is quite cool, and got a whole bunch of information here about the contents of the set. And if we open it up, we've basically got disc by disc breakdowns here, or well, I guess volume by volume breakdowns, because these were released in individual volumes as well. So if we take them out, you can see there's actually individual artwork on each disc, which is quite nice. So, and it tells you which specific episodes are on here as well. So you can just kind of compare that against the breakdown here and see which episodes are on which discs. And there we go. So we'll take a look at both of them here. So I guess the first season was 20 episodes, so that wraps up season 1. And then we have, hold on, there we go. Be careful not to snap the discs in half. And then we got the first 6 episodes of season 2. Very nice. This is basically just a gigantic book style presentation. We'll just spin this around a little bit here. So most of them rated U. I see that this volume is rated PG. Must have some pretty intense stuff on there, man. So there's episodes 7 through 12 of season 2, and then episodes 13 through 19 of season 2, which wraps it up. I wonder which episodes are on there. The last few episodes of season 2. what do we have here? Where is it? Where does it say? Oh God, is it underneath? Oh, really? Okay, hold on. We'll get to that in a minute here. We'll get to that. So all right, so we got those, and then we got. I think we just looked at this one, right? Oh no, there we go. Yeah. So, and then, oh yeah, no. Actually, most of them are PG. What am I talking about? Weird. Is this, this was a really intense show, man. Actually, the cool thing about the 60s series was this was one of the earliest adaptations of any Marvel property to animation. Around the same time, we also had the Marvel Superheroes, which was, what did we have? It was basically 5 13-episode series, which were shown over a 13-week block, Monday through Friday. So we had the Mighty Thor, we had the Submariner, we had Captain America, we had Iron Man, and the Incredible Hulk. So those were the 5 that we had. So each one was 13 episodes, so 65 episodes total, spread over several days, 5 days a week. And there you go. So that's the breakdown of the episodes there. I think you can. Oh, hi. How's it going? You can kind of see those there, but it won't bother zooming in on them. You know, it's not like it's difficult to find a. Oh, that's not good. We want to go under the lip. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. 7 to. Is this right? Hold on a second. 7 to 13. It doesn't actually say what season it is on the discs. So, yeah, good luck figuring that out. Season, it must be this way, yeah, because the last season is 13 episodes. So, there we go. Very cool. I watched this show pretty religiously when I was a kid. I think a lot of people did, and it's been in repeats just, forever. So, quite easy to get your Spider-Man fix. So that's the Region 2 UK set. I don't think there's any extras on here. Yeah, no, there's no extras. So yeah, so season 1 was 20 episodes, season 2 was 19, season 3 was 13. So this is a 6-disc set. And then, as luck would have it, the 67 collection Region 1 set came back into print. So I was able to get it finally. So as soon as I saw that it was available again for a reasonable price, I just snapped it up, man. I couldn't wait. Had to get it in the collection. So here we go. Very nice. So I have to say also the picture quality on both sets is phenomenally good. It is vastly superior to the way you like most of us had probably grown up watching it on TV. Just a fantastic job on these. Really, really nice. So if we open this up, we've got again the cool thing. I've talked about this with UK versus US comparisons before. Unique artwork on both sets. I have also seen this set go without the slip box. So sometimes you'll see it with this cover, which is basically just the book itself, like the book O discs, without the slip cover. So it's kind of interesting. So this one actually gives us a booklet, which we'll take a look at in just a minute. I'll just slide that out. And here we do have individual trays, but in this case the discs do not overlap. We actually have them all individually placed here, so which is quite nice. I like it when they do that. It means the set's a little bulkier, I guess, but you know, it protects the discs a lot better. I gotta like these red trays too, kind of cool. So J. Jonah Jameson there, and we got am I breaking my set? I don't know, is it supposed to bend that way? And then I think we gotta angle it up a little bit. We got the Kingpin there, and then of course Mysterio. Yeah, alright, so it's kind of, and then we just have the Spider-Man logo underneath there. So very, very cool stuff. A little bit of trivia here for you. One of the later seasons actually had Ralph Bakshi on board as the director, and that was the series that basically had the origin story and whatnot. Now, I was saying how a lot of the stories in this are adapted more or less directly from the comics at the time. So, essentially, you're seeing a lot of the classic 60s stories brought to life in animation. And there's a lot of original stories, too. But in particular, if you look at the episode that gives you the origin of Spider-Man, it's incredibly faithful to the original Amazing Fantasy number 15 issue. So, taking a closer look at the booklet here. So, we got this, and then on the back, we've got the logo, very nice. And then inside, we basically have some stuff about the making of the show, which is quite nice. And then here we've basically got disc by disc breakdowns of every episode that's on the discs. So very nice. So 6 discs spreading. They probably could have squeezed a few more discs into the set, but overall, not really a problem. You may be kind of balking at the number of episodes per disc. A lot of the episodes were 2 stories in a half-hour episode, so even though it says here, for example, there's 18 episodes, that's actually 9 half-hour episodes with 2 stories per half hour, so actually not too bad. It's basically between 7 and 9 episodes per disc, so which is perfectly acceptable. Nice high bit rate for them, and they look and sound great. So we'll just put all this back together here. It's like a little lip inside there. You got to be careful to get it in there properly. So we'll just put the very worried-looking Peter Parker back in the case there. So very cool. And I like how they even have sort of the dots, which was sort of the style, I guess you call it like the dithering style of old comic books. Very cool. So next up, just kind of as a bonus here, I wanted to show these to you. We have the Heroes and Villains sets. Now, remember I was talking about the Marvel Superheroes animated series that came out around the same time? Yeah, well, it actually came out the year before Spider-Man. So I guess technically speaking, these here are the first time that a lot of these heroes got, a lot of these characters got animated adaptations. And in this case, a lot of the stories are just straight-up adaptations right out of the comics. And they almost, I mean, they're honestly barely animated a lot of the time, and they basically have the appearance of kind of like motion comics. So we just slide it out here. This was a Canadian exclusive set, so we have a Captain America volume, a Thor volume, and a Hulk volume, and we'll just take a look here at each one. And each volume would also include a bonus episode or 2 of Spider-Man. And for the longest time, this was the only way you could get episodes of the 60s Spider-Man series on video. Now, all of these volumes were originally released on VHS back in the day. This was a special limited edition DVD re-release of several of them that was done a few years ago. The 2 sets I have do not comprise every volume that was released. They actually did do a few more volumes. But that's okay. I'm not like a big stickler for getting every single one, because most of the episodes that are on them I have in other sets by now. So here, for example, we've got When Monsters Meet, which is an episode of the Incredible Hulk. It's actually an episode of the 80s Incredible Hulk. And then we've got The One-Eyed Idol and Fifth Avenue Phantom, which I think, I can't remember if these are both from the 60s series, or I think... yeah, I think it might be an episode of the 60s series and an episode of one of the 80s Spider-Man series. So, pretty cool. And if we just take a look inside, there you go. There's the disc. So, very nice, shiny label. I don't know how well you can pick up the shine. There we go. Very shiny label. So, yeah, I like the colored cases, too. It's kind of cool. And then we have The Mighty Thor. So, this actually is an episode from the Marvel Superheroes 60s series. And then, yeah, so we've got Enter Hercules, and then we have an episode, I think this one is from the 60s series. We've got Neptune's Nose Cone. So, there you go. So you got some 60s action. I remember seeing these, the VHS editions of these around, and I really wanted to get them. They did like 20 volumes or so, and all of them had a mix of Marvel superheroes. So this is an episode from the 60s Captain America series. Captain America versus the Red Skull. It's just the fantastic origin of the Red Skull. So there you go, pretty cool. And then a couple of Spider-Man episodes that actually tie into that. It's interesting because you didn't always see connections between the bonus episodes and the main episodes. You got the Red Skull Lives and Arsenic and Aunt May. I think, I honestly can't remember. It's a hodgepodge. Sometimes you get episodes of the 60s Spider-Man, sometimes you get episodes of the 80s ones, and so you get kind of just a random assortment there. So if we put these all back in, there we go. So we got us some superhero action. And then finally, we have the Villains Showdown set. So this is more of the same, basically 3 more volumes of the same kind of stuff. So here we got, this one has more Spider-Man stuff on it, so let's take a look. So if we open this up, so we'll start off with this one. We have the Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Now this is actually an episode of the 1978 Fantastic Four series with Herbie the Robot. And for I think to date, this is the only episode that's ever been released of that series here in North America. So it's the only way to get any episode of it. I should talk about the transfer quality on these too. I was talking about how beautiful the Spider-Man sets were. Yeah, these sets, not so much. Basically, they're using the exact same master tapes that they used to do the VHS editions back in the 80s. And those master tapes are in pretty rough shape. So if you're expecting the pristine quality that you get with the Spider-Man set, you're going to be disappointed. But for nostalgic purposes, for people like me who remember the old VHS releases and just kind of wanted a representation of them in some form, it's not bad little sets to get. So got Fantastic Four, meet Doctor Doom. I mean, hey, if you're only going to have one Fantastic Four episode, it might as well be one with Doctor Doom, right? And then we got a bonus episode of Spider-Man Canon of Doom, which I, again, don't know if that's from the 80s or 60s, but anyway, it's a bonus episode. Gotta love it. And then here is where we get into some serious Spider-Man action. We got Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. So this is an all Spider-Man volume. We have the power of Dr. Octopus, and then we got 3 bonus episodes. Sub-Zero for Spidey, The Terrible Triumph of Dr. Octopus, and Magic Malice. And it looks like, just judging from the pictures here, we got a mix of some 60s and 80s Spider-Man action here. So if we just take a look. I do like the packaging on these, actually. Very nice. And as far as I know, the cover art here is the same as what was on the VHS releases. So if we take a look at the Fantastic Four one again. My question is, why isn't this in a blue case? Because it's Fantastic Four. You'd think blue for Fantastic Four, right? But, oh well, whatever. Can't be too picky, I guess. And then we got Spider-Man versus the Vulture, finally. And here we've got some more episodes. We got The Vulture Has Landed, The Vulture's Prey, and The Dark Terrors. So, yeah, they are actually, giving you some mix and match here. And again, it looks like a mix of 60s and 80s episodes. So, pretty cool stuff. And there you go. So if we actually just kind of spin this around here. So, as I think I mentioned a few times, these are Canadian-only releases. You can still find them around if you look on Amazon and whatnot. But, and they're not terribly expensive. Maybe they're like less than $10 each, I think, for these sets. It's the, if I remember correctly, it's the individual volumes that they put out. The ones that aren't in these 2 sets that tend to go for a little bit more because they were only given that one release, whereas these ones were released both individually and in the box sets. I can't remember where I got these. I think it was some kind of mail order thing where I think it was like an eBay clearinghouse that just had a bunch of extra copies, and they were stupidly cheap. I know that. Like, it was not very expensive at all. So there you go. So we got lots of Spider-Man and just general Marvel superheroes action. Gotta love it. And there you have it. So, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I think pretty much all of these are out of print now, so I'm terribly sorry if you want them for your collection and can't find them. Well, I'll see if I can dig up some Amazon links for you anyway, and I'll throw them in the description down below. So, as always, I do appreciate you guys using my Amazon links, because this means I can pick up more stuff to do videos like this. They don't pay me with money, in case you're wondering. They pay me with gift cards, so that goes straight into merchandise. Like, I don't actually get a single cent of actual money from it. It's strictly merchandise based. They give me virtual money in the form of a gift card, and I turn it into physical goods. I kind of like that. You know, no actual money exchanges hands. It's very strange how that whole system works. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time. So a quick thank you to my Patreon sponsors, of course, especially Kyle Pellegrini, my highest level sponsor. Thanks a lot, dude. Really appreciate the support. And thanks to all of you for watching. So we'll see you next time. Until then, sayonara.